Animal drawing can be very tricky, which is one of the reasons why I am doing these reviews of two animal books that I believe are absolutely worth owning. The second book that I highly recommend is this one, which I will talk to you about in a second. Hi, my name is Escobar. I'm a storyboard artist in the Simpsons television show. I've been working on the show for over 20 years now. One of the reasons why this book is really good is because it goes a little bit more in depth with some of the things. It touches upon some things in this book that the Famous Artist book does not. But again, it also talks about breaking down the animals into shapes, breaking down animals in the different rhythms of the animals. How one of the things that it does really well is show animals in motion. It breaks down animals in a slightly more advanced form. And on top of that, when you're talking about brush strokes and rendering fur and hair, it actually breaks that down. What are the best ways to approach this? This is a much more animated, like from like an animator's perspective. I don't really know the history of this author, but it seems to me like he's spent some time in an animation studio, because this is a bouncing ball animation test and how it works, and then it's breaking it down with animals, which is really interesting. And again, more textures of animals, breaking down the anatomy and the bones, very similar to the one in the Famous Artist course, but in a little bit more illustrative, advanced way. It also breaks it down so that you can do cartoony versions of the animals, which I find really interesting. But again, very, very good stuff. Simplifying animals like the cat, doing a type of gesture design way, more cartoony things. It's a really, really good in-depth book. Having this book and the Famous Artist book combined gives you such a wealth of animal drawing knowledge that it's absolutely worth having both books. They complement each other perfectly. If you can't find the answer in one book, you're probably going to find the answer in another. Highly, highly recommend this book. There's going to be a link to where you could find this book in the description of this video. It's an affiliate link. Thank you for your support. All other links, including my Patreon page, etc., are in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been helpful, and I will see you next time. All right, bye. If you found this video valuable, I would like to encourage you to return value for value by becoming one of my patrons over on Patreon. Not only will you encourage me to continue making informative videos that are useful to you, but you get extra perks too. For only a small investment of $1 a month, you can get all new videos I create months before anyone else gets to see it. Also, if you have any questions you'd like me to answer as a patron, you get priority and I answer your questions first. On top of that, when you're a patron at any level, you become part of a raffle where I send original art via mail to the winner of that month. The higher your tier, the better your opportunity to win. Higher tier patrons also get access to any art I do in high-res JPEGs, and also full access to PSD files to any work I do, including the PSD files of these videos. Currently, there's a huge backlog of downloadable files you can get, so right away you're going to get quite a lot of bang for your buck. And the more patrons I get, the better these videos will get. The more content I can produce. In other words, the more you benefit. Please consider becoming a patron. Thanks. The link to my Patreon is on the screen and in the description of this video.